They say this is the toughest sport on dirt, and who am I to argue? It's certainly bone-jarring, bone-shattering excitement that's absolutely compelling to watch. Professional bull riders are the new gladiators, superstar cowboys versus supersized beasts, playing to sold-out stadiums and millions of fans. Throw in the fireworks, rock music and razzamatazz, and you have the fastest-growing sport in America. Big bucks in more ways than one. Not only that, there's an Aussie champion as well, a bloke called Brendon Clark, who'll join his mates here next month for the Bull Riders World Cup.
Here we go.
It's fast, it's fierce, it's one of the shortest, most brutal rides in sport. The rules are simple. For the cowboy, hang on for 8 seconds. For the bull, buck him off before the buzzer. And on how much pain these bulls can inflict, there are absolutely no rules.
Oh, you can love that bull.
Does any of this make sense to you? It's so dangerous, you can smell it. 700 to 800 kilos of thrashing bull, 70 to 80 kilos of bloke trying to hold on with one hand. Once this gate opens, it's 8 hellish seconds between hero and hick.
The bull. Yep.
There's nothing that's as scary as tying yourself onto a 2,000-pound bull. That's all he's trying to do is get you off his back and stomp the hell out of you. There's nothing more scarier than that.
This close to his home country, Army strong. Let's go.
A lot of people think that you're stupid because you're doing it, but I love it and I wouldn't change it for the world.
This is the serious part of the job right now.
26-year-old New South Wales country boy Brendon Clark is now based in the US. He's been riding bulls since he was 13, so as he prepares for the first ride of the weekend here in Billings, Montana, he's ridiculously relaxed. Others aren't so calm.
Don't do it, Brendon, don't do it.
I'm a professional, it's all right. Don't try it at home, though.
The man from Australia.
8 seconds feels like a long time when you're watching someone being tossed around like a rag doll. He's made the time, but how's this for bad luck? Brendon's free hand has illegally touched the bull, and he's been disqualified. But it could be worse.
I mean, you could die doing this, and that's what the reality of this sport is. It is a very dangerous sport. It's not something that you wanted to do half-heartedly. It's not a sissy boy sport.
Like all these young riders, all Brendon wants is to win this year's World Championship and the $1 million prize money. The man selling the dream is Randy Bernard, the boss of Professional Bull Riders, or PBR.
Most of these cowboys come from very average or poor lifestyles, and this is a way that they can get ahead. A very blue-collar type of family roots. And I think people love that about our sport.
This is the one and only PBR.
Randy Bernard has revolutionised this sport by replacing the rodeo with rock and roll. He's turned his cowboys, the top 45 riders in the world, into celebrities.
Justin McBride.
And his bulls into fearsome superstars. This master of marketing has made bull riding a standalone sport and a serious business.
We are the fastest growing sport in the United States. We have over 19.4 million fans here, and our television audience will be over 500 million homes across the world. Over 84 countries will be broadcast on now.
Who is the biggest celebrity, the rider or the bull?
We say that there's 2 great athletes in every 8-second ride, and we sell 3 times more bull merchandise than we do on the Cowboy.
If the razzle-dazzle reminds you of the wacky theatre of world wrestling, there is one major difference. Bulls can't be choreographed, and the injuries here are real. Ringside, it's sickening to see this big bull squash this small bloke.
Mike White does take a shot right here. You see this bull go down on top of him.
It doesn't look good, but whatever Mike White's injury, it doesn't stop the show. There are plenty of fall guys busting to take the ride and the risk, as PBR Dr. Tandy Freeman will tell you.
You see the same sorts of things you see in motor vehicle accidents, things like spine injuries, head injuries, lungs that get collapsed from broken ribs, injuries to the liver and spleen, so really the whole gamut of trauma.
And that's just a normal day out?
It can be a normal day, any day. We can see just any of that, yeah.
How are you after last night?
I'm living.
You're living. It's great to see you standing up. 24 hours after his encounter, Mike White can walk, but with a suspected broken shoulder, he can't do much more. Believe it or not, he's used to much worse.
I broke my neck last year and broke my neck also in '99.
What are you doing riding bulls?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've been. I guess my whole career I've been injured. My whole career of riding bulls, so I'm kind of used to it now.
Do you accept that bull riding is a thrilling sport to watch?
I want to tell you what I would say about bull riding. If you have a life and if you've got a brain and if you have any kind of sensitivity for what animals are going through, then you're not going to care for bull riding.
Steve Hindy quite clearly sees the bull as the victim. He's a leading anti-rodeo campaigner who believes bulls aren't made to be ridden. And there he goes. They're tormented into bucking by flank straps and electric prods, evidence of which he's collected over many years at small rodeos.
There's really no reason to shock the bull other than they're afraid that he's not going to buck because they're not born to buck. You know, so why anybody would goad an animal or torment an animal into acting in a way that they wouldn't normally act is just, I don't understand it.
Does PBR use electric prods?
No, we do not allow electric prods. We have a fine for them if they do. You'll never see one of our bulls hurt. We've had 4 serious injuries out of 90,000 bulls bucked. So and on the Cowboy side, we have an injury 1 out of every 15. So if there's any type of cruelty, it's to the human.
You don't think the fact that the bulls are bucking tells you that they don't really like you riding them?
Well, maybe they don't like us riding them, but if they buck 7 times a year for 8 seconds and they're worth $1 million, I think that's pretty good life if you ask me. And then they get to be out in the pasture with cows. It's a pretty good life. I'd like to be a bull when I come back.
At home in California, Brendon Clark can get away from the arena, but not away from the bulls. His girlfriend Anna Hunt breeds bucking bulls. If you get a good one, it can be a lucrative game, but in this drought-stricken dust bowl, it's a hard existence.
Lie down. Scare you? We don't need him anyway.
I wasn't scared of the bulls, I was scared of you.
She may be pint-size, but Anna is one tough girl. What are you doing with a lunatic who chooses to ride bulls for a career?
I've tried to date guys that were out of this business, and I think they're pansies. If they won't do what I'm doing, I think they're wimps, and I couldn't put up with a pansy of a man.
So Brendon's not a pansy?
No, I like him to be a little metrosexual, but he's not a pansy at all.
In the world of bull riding, they make a glamorous, formidable couple. In this sport, cowboys like Brendon earn the highest scores if they can ride the toughest bulls. Anna promises to deliver a nasty, kicking, bucking machine. And you reckon you can breed the biggest, meanest bull of them all?
I can't wait. And I want Brendon to draw them, and I want to write a story about it, and we'll make a movie about it. That's my dream.
If you're going to breed one, he's exactly like you'd want to breed. Not, you know, that's what everyone's after.
So good job, Anna.
Yeah, so good job, Anna. That's about it. Pat on the back for her. Get a hold of the feet. Squeeze, 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 Chase, don't quit!
Brendon's been in the States for 4 years, teaching up-and-coming riders for nothing and earning a little under $500,000 from the PBR competition. But still, the title of world champion eludes him.
That's what I strive for every day. That's why I wake up every day trying to be a world champion. I know I can do it. I know I'm one of the best bull riders there is in the world, if not the best.
Your horse was good.
Being cocky might come with the territory, but the bloke currently leading the championships, Justin McBride, finds nothing funnier than ribbing the kid they call Koala. What's he like as a rider?
As a rider, he's mean and grouchy. He, yeah, he throws a fit. He's a really poor sport.
Does he have any chance?
In all reality, Brendon really does have a chance. Not only is he a talented guy, but he's tough, and he does have the whole package. And if y'all show this to him that I'm saying anything nice about him, I'll kill you.
But tonight, the bull gets the better of Brendon, tossing him off after 7.6 seconds, just 0.4 of a second from glory.
So close, yet so far away. When he does ride, he's unbelievable. But when he's getting bucked off, he's a little Tasmanian devil.
You got a draw there, or is that just numbers?
It hasn't been a great weekend for Brendon, but ever the optimist, he's convinced his last ride will be sensational because he's drawn the best bull.
Everyone says the bulls are the real superstars of the show because of their personalities. This bull's called Three Spot. Brendon's going to be riding him later today, and he hates being pointed at.
My bull whispering may have worked. Watch this.
Brendon Clark on Three Spot. He is all smiles. 88.5 for Brendon Clark.
About time, huh?
Well done.
Next month, Brendon will ride in front of a home crowd. The whole show is coming to the Gold Coast for the sport's first World Cup. Of course, Koala Clark is as confident and competitive as ever.
Them other guys think they're going to turn up and just beat us so easy. I know that there's already talk about it, but I don't think they've got a chance.
Do you mind them calling you Koala?
Everyone knows about koalas being cute and cuddly, but then when you try and corner one, they get real fierce and angry. So that's why I got that nickname.
That's you, is it?
I guess that's me.
Fierce
Back me into a corner and I'll come out swinging.
Hello, I'm Sarah Abo. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our Extra Minutes segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.